everybody, welcome. So we've had a drains inspection and that's all okay. We've got the permission to build over the manhole. And I've ordered the concrete. So I have 2 days to get this to level with damp-proof plastic membrane all over the floor, and then I've got to put levelling battens all the way around the walls and an expansion joint all the way around, so that we can actually pour the concrete in 2 days. So lots of work to do, and I need to also remove this drain. So this is going to be reused. I'm going to take this out of here and put it into the gap there so that we can reuse it for drain water off the roof. So that's going to be interesting because I've got to figure out a way of cutting this pipe without any debris falling into the manhole and sealing it. And then I've also got to lower this manhole cover so that we can concrete a smaller manhole cover in there. So this is quite a hard compacted underground ground level of sand and sharp sand and sort of gravel that's been under the paving slabs. All the paving slabs went. I put them on Facebook Marketplace and they all disappeared really quickly. 94 paving slabs intact that I picked up and took away. Now I'd love to be able to just lay the concrete on here, but unfortunately it's about 2 inches too high, and so if I started off trying to take about 1 inch away, leaving it compacted, because I thought that would be ideal, but it was too difficult to do, and this isn't particularly level. And what we've got underneath it is clay, and so what I really need to do is take about 2 or 3 inches of clay away and then relay this and then put some more stuff like this on top and then tamp it down to make a level. So this is the level that I'm going for. Just spin you around. So this is the level that I'm going for. That peg is the level that I need the plastic to be, and then 4 inches of concrete on top of that. So that is 4 inches below ground level. So I need 4 inches of concrete on top of plastic, and the plastic needs to be at that height, and I need at least 2 inches of this sort of stuff before I get to clay. And at the moment I've not got 2 inches. I'm on clay basically at that level in places. So what I'm going to do is take all this up and barrow it outside and dig up some clay, put the clay in the skip, and then barrow the sand and gravel back in, and then buy some more to add to it to get it to this level as and when I need it. So I'm reusing this as much as I can and getting rid of as much clay as I can. Like everything in this project, this is probably overkill, but you might as well do it right if you've got time, so that's what I'm doing. By the way, this spade is my dad's spade that he bought brand new in 1952. I understand it actually had sharp corners at one point, and during his ownership this spade has become worn like this. So that's shiny metal there, still shiny metal around the edges, because he used it pretty much every day of his working life as a farmer from 1952 till he passed away in 2018. And it's actually got a lot duller since, because I don't take care of it as well as he did, but he would always dip this in old engine oil. So he would have a bucket of old engine oil in the shed, And when he finished with it, he'd dip it in old engine oil, and then he'd put it on the earth, obviously in his garage. When he had a sort of earth floor in the garage in the farm, he would dip it into old engine oil. You can see it there, impregnated into the wood. Although this has probably had several handles in its time. There's a bit of tape that he's taped over there. It's broken there. I didn't do that, but starting to break there as well. So I guess it's getting near the end of its life, but I'm going to use it as long as I can. You can see how this isn't square, so this is all wear. It was actually a square spade. So can you imagine using a spade so much that it wears like that? That says a lot about the time that he spent digging as a farmer and an allotment owner. It's near a weld, made in England, Ward and something, Sheffield, England. So 1952, 72 years old, still going strong. Sure, some people might be saying, why aren't you using the shovel instead of the spade? Partly it's because it just cuts through. Because it's so sharp, like a knife through butter, and partly it's because just I like using it because it's my dad's old spade, and I wouldn't be doing this if it weren't for my dad, because he taught me everything I know about DIY and doing stuff like this. When I was about 13, 10, 11, 12, 13, he built an extension on the house, and it was quiet on the farm, and my job was to help him, and so it was a bit of a formative experience. I was cleaning bricks and doing all the sort of mundane tasks, but I did get to lay some bricks and make my mark, which I thought was really cool. So, and it gave me a sort of can-do attitude in life, which basically I've brought into everything I do, I think. So I owe him a lot. In the day when he did this, he didn't have YouTube to do research. He bought the Reader's Digest book of DIY, and he basically used that as his reference resource. In the 70s, he built quite a lot of projects in there. He built a carport, He got a bed, double bed, they used all the way through his life. So that lasted from the 70s, so it lasted 50 years, that bed. He built wardrobes. I've still got the book. I have referred to it on this project, but it's been mostly YouTube because things have changed so much. And it's all in feet and inches. And cubic yards. Oh, that was annoying. That was my level that I needed. I'll have to stick another one in. So this is all the sand and gravel that's going under the concrete in the end. I'm going to have to break it up into fine powder. I'm going to do that with these. So these were the bases for the gazebo that I made. I poured concrete into flower pots to hold the base. So these make perfect, well, hopefully, haven't tried it yet, but looks like they're going to be okay to break up these. So yeah, I'm going to break it all up, barrow it back in once I've got the ground level. Okay, so that's floor height there, and that's floor height there. So what I want, this brick is the thickness of the concrete that I want, and this is the thickness of the gravel that I want underneath the concrete. So if we put these two together, that should be floor height. And it's just a little bit lower than floor height, which is perfect. So that is really where I want to be. Now, so I can drive a peg in at this point. So that's where we want to be. Right, we're done. So, all the clay that needs to come out is out. So it's now just a question of bringing back this stuff, laying it to a level, to that height, so that we can then put plastic down and then concrete on top. Whew. And the rain stopped. Bonus!